It's the Hot Morning Show with Bekah and Mike D. We've got some nice homegrown talent here, straight from Providence. He's got a great song with Lil Wayne. Album is out. It's Euro. Welcome into Hot 106.
What's up, man? Thank you for having me.
It's so good to have you in here. So, from Providence, like I mentioned, you got Talk to Me Crazy with Lil Wayne. The album is called Don't Expect Nothing. And you've got an interesting story because you weren't exactly born here. So tell us about that.
Yeah, I was born in Dominican Republic, and I moved to my grandmother's house in South Providence when I was about 3 years old.
And you've been here ever since?
And I've been here ever since. Yeah, I haven't moved. I was going back and forth with my mom for a while, but we officially stayed in Providence when I was about 5-ish. You know?
Now, even moving here, do you, like, what was the culture like coming from Dominican Republic, or were you too young to kind of remember that transition?
Oh, I actually remember the transition because there was a lot of back and forth going on, and it was it's extreme, two different extremes. Mm-hmm. So that part of my life is like, I can remember, you know what I'm saying? Because the change, it was like a culture shock kind of, you know, coming into a whole new world out here, you know, and seeing snow for the first time, things like that, and you know,
I'm sorry you had to experience that.
Yeah, man. I actually, my aunt has a story of me, like the first time I seen snow, she says I was looking out the window and I was sad.
I still am sad, and I've been here for a long time.
So she told me I was a kid and I was looking out the window sad at the snow and all that. So, yeah, but...
Little did you know that feeling would never go away. You'd always be sad looking at the snow, man.
Seriously, man. Then I learned I had to shovel it, and then it just got worse from there.
Oh, yeah.
So, how did you get involved in music?
I was about 6 or 7, and one of my uncles, we were, first of all, I just liked the music from, you know, listening to the music and things like that, but how I actually started rapping was my uncle. It was a night he just picked me and my brother up and he took us to this talent show. And I was very young and he just had me, he was like, you're gonna perform in the talent show. And I was like super young, and I just remember on the way to the show, he just wrote me a rap. We were like working, we were listening to a beat and he was just working on a rap and he was just writing. He's like, memorize this. So I had to memorize this rap and like perform it like 30 minutes later.
So your uncle is like Matthew Knowles.
Yeah, so he just kind of like threw me out there, and I ended up winning that talent show, and that feeling just never went away.
So was your uncle a musician?
Nah, he wasn't. You know, he was just a dude that was, you know, he loved hip hop, and you know, he rapped. I guess everybody raps, but he wasn't really like a musician like that. But he was, you know, he was very familiar with hip hop, and he was like heavy into rap, so.
Would you say that he kind of helped you into hip-hop and getting into hip-hop and introduce you to a lot of the music?
100%. He had a big part of it. My older brother also, and I have other uncles and friends I grew up with. But, I would have to give him that credit. He had a big part of it, for sure.
And, listening to hip-hop growing up, I mean, obviously we probably listened to Jay-Z, all those guys, listen to the same guys. When did you start to think, hey, maybe I can do this?
Well, when I won that talent show, that was definitely a confidence boost. But I realized I felt like I could do this when I had this book. My brother got me a rhyme book, and I filled it up with raps, and I was super young. But I remember I was like, damn, like, you know, writing songs and things like that as a young kid, that's like, it's weird. It's like not heard of, you know, like kids, you know, usually just playing around and doing other things, but I realized I could do that when I used to actually want to write raps. Like, I didn't want to do my homework or write papers and things like that, but writing a rap was therapeutic, and it came natural. So I was like, oh, wait a minute. This is it right here.
Do you still have that book?
Nah, I lost like 3 rhyme books since I was a kid, and I filled them all up. So whoever finds those
Somebody
rhyme
found
books,
them somewhere. They're waiting.
You got some.
They're sitting on it right now.
Yeah, man. I wish I could find that, man.
So as you were coming up, you were just kind of like, okay, I'm going to do this music thing. And how did you get involved with Lil Wayne?
Oh, yeah. So my older brother, he was moving around Miami a lot. And he was playing baseball. So he was traveling and things like that. He was on the scene, and he would always tell people about my music and like show it off, because I never released no music. I never like dropped any music. I never like dropped any mixtapes or tried to release any music. I used to just record songs like whenever I get a chance to hit a studio up or something like that, and I'll send it to my brother, and he'll just show it off and get it to the right hands. So he got it to the camp. He got around Mac Main and Wayne, and Wayne heard a verse, and he just made a call right away. Called me up, and the rest is history.
Wow. So it was because of your brother. Just kind of being, was it like right place, right time, or he just kind of had to connect?
Yeah, my brother's, he's pretty good at making friends. So
Yeah.
Sounds like it. Sounds like my man's well connected down there.
Yeah. So he used to be around in the scene, and once he gets connected with people, he's good at networking. So he just got around them, and they clicked, and ever since, we just been rocking.
Now, who makes that call to you? Is it
Wayne?
Wayne? It was Wayne directly?
Yeah, he gave me a call. Mac also gave me a call. Mac, I flew out there, and first day I flew out, they picked me up, and I met Wayne.
What's that like?
Oh man, that's Wayne. Coming from Providence,
It's crazy.
I remember, like, I used to just be in middle school with the Nextel, with the ringtone. There used to be Wayne on there. So that whole moment, just all of this is surreal. Coming from Providence, it's just surreal. All this is like crazy.
So recording the songs, you get heard by Young Money, Lil Wayne, Mac Main. They fly you out there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, going forward, though, now you're performing on their shows, too.
Oh,
so
yeah,
what's that like? Because, Weezyana Fest, all that's kind of crazy.
Oh, yeah. It's super fun. It's crazy. Lil Weezyana Fest is a super dope festival they got going on. They do it every year, and Wayne, he gives us the platform to get off a song or two. So I've been performing there for like the last couple years. They had it. It's super dope, man. I got dreams of doing something like that here in Rhode Island, like a festival or something like that, because it's a super dope vibe, a whole lot of energy out there. And
it feels like family in a way,
Yeah.
Is that the one they stream on Tidal?
Yeah. They stream it on Tidal.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, you watch it, and the atmosphere and the environment is just crazy. I can't even imagine being on that stage.
Yeah, it's thousands of people out there. The whole city comes out. People fly in. This last year, they had a crazy card. They had Travis Scott out there. They had Meek out there. They had a bunch of people, and that platform is just that's priceless. So Wayne is just super dope for that. Letting all his artists just jump on that stage and get that look.
We're talking to Euro, and would you say, because I noticed that you have a healthy social media following, how were you able to build that? Was that from the connect with Wayne and getting that cosign?
Yeah, from the music. I remember I started making music when Wayne first put me out on Dedication 5. I probably had like 100-something followers, so I just had all my friends follow me. But things started picking up once I dropped that, and I dropped from the Young Money album. I was in the music video with the We All Right and all that, and things started going up from there. Then I made a lot of friends along the way, famous friends who helped out in that situation. Justin Bieber actually is the reason why my Instagram name is Euro.
Okay.
You gotta explain that.
Yeah, what's that about?
He just randomly hit me up one day, and he's like, "Man, I'm gonna change your socials to Euro." It used to be Euro Never Lies, at Euro Never Lies. And one day he just hit me up. He's like, "Yo, I'm changing all your socials." So I guess my Euro is hard to get.
Yeah, I
on
can
social
probably
media.
some travel agency had it before or something.
So it's like you're not. I don't think you're supposed to have that, especially being a rapper. Some people in Europe are probably like,
yeah,
man, this guy took out.
Yeah, he's missing a couple letters.
But so I guess Bieber, he must have hit up the higher ups up there and just had them change all my socials. He just hit me up one day and he was like, "Man, I'm changing everything. You don't got to do anything."
So is he a fan? Like, how did the connection? Was it because of your brother, or was it
with a lot of the artists of Young Money too? Right?
Yeah, he's cool with some artists there. I actually met him. Yeah, I met him through through the music. He claims to be a fan. So we met, we clicked up. I went to the studio with him. We recorded music together. A song actually leaked of ours this year. Earlier this year, a song leaked. But yeah, that's my guy. That's my guy. He came to me as a fan. He was like, man, I rock with your stuff. And we just clicked up. And ever since, he's just been that type of dude. He's just, I want to see you blow up. I'm going to change all your socials. He said,
I got some famous friends, and he name drops Justin Bieber.
I know. I'm like, was he at the wedding? Like, what?
Yeah, so that I guess that helped out the social media following.
Yeah.
Cristiano Ronaldo also.
Oh, Mike D.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, he's not my idol or anything.
That wasn't on his not his wallpaper or anything.
Like Cristiano?
Oh, that's my idol, bro. I'm Portuguese.
Like
man.
him.
That's like God to me, bro. That's like God over here, man. You kidding me?
That's dope.
He's from the same town, actually, as my mom. My mom grew up on the same island as him. Madeira. Yeah. So
that's a nice island.
I tell my mom all the time, I'm like, hey, you might have went to school, because he's the same age as my brother. I'm like, you might have went to school with his mom, so maybe you go reconnect with her and try to get the hookup. You know what I mean? You got to go back to your home country there.
Yeah, Cristiano, man. That guy, he's another dude, man. He's super cool, man. We dropped this little thing called July, like 7 songs. We just threw it out. And he was a part of that release. He came, we shot a little introduction video with me, him, and Wayne. And he launched that. Then he's actually the first person to announce my project that I just dropped, Don't Expect Nothing. Mm-hmm. He announced that back in 2014. So he put
Cristiano
all this
Ronaldo?
pressure on. Yeah, he put all this pressure on me.
What the hell's going on right now?
I don't know.
That's my guy.
He Instagrammed it. He posted it on Instagram. He's like, oh, we got some crazy things coming this summer. And I'm like, oh, snap. I don't even got this project ready. Like,
listen, you are keeping good company, pun intended, with the Bieber thing, but those are some really good cosigns for yourself.
Yeah, man. Those are blessings. Those are blessings. Those guys.
So what's next? What's next for you got the debut album out, and obviously you got some big famous friends. So what's happening in the next year?
Oh man, we got a ton of stuff coming out, man. We got a lot of music. We got more visuals. We're gonna be doing more shows, and we're gonna put more content out. I haven't been able to really take advantage of the game, because there was a lot of extracurricular activity going on, but this is like our time to like push. Now we're prepared. We got the green lights all across the board. We don't have any confusion with our situation. We got our paperwork straight. We got our team together, and it's finally my first time where I'm able to record music, release it, and just put out all the content and really take advantage.
So what I'm hearing from you is there was some red tape you kind of had to work through a little bit.
Yeah, it was just getting the business side straight, because I came at a time where there was a lot of change going on around the camp that I came with, Young Money, Cash Money. So all of that kind of left me a little. I wasn't sure where to go exactly, like how to go about certain things, because I'm all new to this. I'm learning the game as I go. Me and my brother and the rest of our team, we learning as we go. So now we finally, got our situation together. We ironed out the details, and we finally able to move forward.
And obviously you keep good company, like we were saying. So who do you want to work with that you haven't worked with yet?
Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Going right to the top.
Right to the top, man.
Jay-Z. Yeah.
That's the GOAT.
Working with Wayne, first of all, that's incredible. That he would have been the name I said if it wasn't, because those are like my idols that I looked up to, Jay-Z, Wayne, and Drake. So the rest of that trio, I would love to work with them. That's on my bucket list right there.
Have you met Drake because of the whole?
That's my big bro. That's my big bro. That's my guy right there. Yeah, that's family.
How hands-on is he still at Young Money at all? Not hands-on, but how closely connected is he there?
He's kind of on his own ship, because once you get that, at that point you kind of got your own schedule, so you're not really moving around. But Drake, that's his own entity. That's a whole.
You got the OVO thing going on too.
That's a whole nother machine. So, but every time we cross paths, it's always love. I always tell this story when he came to do the shows in Boston. I got like a bunch of tickets for every night. Like I got probably like 10 tickets a show, and like that's unheard of. That's like uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you know, I don't know if you guys ever been to concerts, but you know when people be hitting you up, family and friends, I need a ticket
every day.
So
yeah,
I was that annoying guy, and you know he's such a nice dude. He just let me and all my people come through. So that's
awesome, man.
Yeah, that's
good. It's like a family environment there.
Yeah, for
which
sure,
is good.
for sure. Yeah.
Which helps, you know, up and coming artists like yourself. I mean, the cosigns all over the place. I mean, being on a Dedication 5, a legendary mixtape series, probably like the most famous mixtape series of all time.
Yeah.
To be able to stamp your name on that, it's got to feel pretty good.
Yeah, it does. It does. And, you know, you got to kill it every time. So it's super dope to have that. I don't even know how or what happened, but whoever's up there watching over is definitely looking out, because it's crazy being from Providence to be able to have those type of relationships and these type of platforms.
Absolutely.
I want to know, before we end things with you, Euro, what does your uncle have to say about everything? I mean, it all started because
the one that did the rap,
the talent show. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's happy. He's happy. He lives down in Georgia now. He's good though. He's happy.
Is he looking for that 10% or?
Nah. He's a good dude, but yeah, he's happy. I'm sure he's proud somewhere. I'm sure he's out there proud.
Nice. Euro, thanks so much for coming in. And it sounds like, I mean, you got a lot going on. Keep us posted on everything.
Of course.
And it's been a pleasure to have you in here. And
we're looking forward to having you back, man. When you coming around, start doing shows, we'd love to be a part of that and help push whatever we can.
Of course, man. First of all, it's my pleasure to be up here. You know, Hot 106. You know, we kids listening to this song. So you know, being from here, you know, this is like where you want to come. You know what I'm saying? This is like an accomplishment. You know what I'm saying? Hot 106 this is dope to be here. So
we appreciate you.
How we feel though when we see an artist doing what they're doing from Providence and from Rhode Island. We feel the same way. We're like, damn, like this dude's from like Rhode Island. This is crazy, you know. So the feeling is mutual, man, and we're looking forward to having you back in 2020. I feel like it's gonna be a big year for you.
Yeah, let's get it, man. We're gonna turn up. So
let's go.
Let's remember this, and we're gonna come back.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna come back.